previous sharing is definitely like very inspiring to me. Yeah, so let's get started. And I don't know if you find this relatable or not. Like, have you ever, or are you currently feeling like you're bombarded with tasks and deadline every day? Like day to day, ever since you open your eyes, you feel like, oh, I have to rush on this assignment, homework, and I'm worrying about the internships, I'm worrying about the relationship between your family and you. Is this something like you're facing every day? I have to be honest, like it's not just you, that was just me, like for the previous days. So today I want to share about how I face this problem and how I overcome this. Okay, so yeah, like I mentioned earlier, the situation is not something I made up, it's just literally me every day. Like after a lengthy day, I will just be lying on my bed and scrolling the meaningless reels on Instagram and feeling like, oh, it's such a hollow day and I feel so empty after being so busy. I don't know what the purposes are. So that's just me. And also, statistically, we have to say that we're not alone because it shows that people who are unhappy, it's like the population is rising, and why? We can dig into this problem, and here I found 4 factors. Number one, it's about the celebrity culture, because every day we scroll on the Instagram and we look at the like fantastic side about the celebrity or about even your friends. You might think that they're in a very good restaurant, they're having like cute bags or the most fashionable things or clothes, and you might feel senses of, you might feel jealous or envy. So this is one of the factors that we're unhappy. And the second one is kind of similar to the first one. It's also about social comparison. Like, hey, he's doing a very good internship in a famous or FMCG company or so on. Yeah, that's also another things we take into consider. And then also the third one, overloaded information and high pressure and in our lifestyle. So these are all the factors that made us so unhappy, and although we are very busy or we do a lot of things, but sometimes we do not pursue certain state of achievement afterwards. So I have made a little conclusion about the 4 factors I mentioned. It was we always focus on others' success, but we do not focus on our own containment. So I think this is the pain point I have in my life, and perhaps that's also a common pain point of you. So this is what I have done starting this year, and it's called gratitude journal. So every day before bed, I will take like 5 minutes or 10 minutes to think about what I have done for the whole day. And if there is something that I feel very happy or I feel grateful about, I will write it out in a bullet point. So you don't have to think it's a very like serious thing. It does not need to be something very serious. Sometimes it's just very trivial things in life. For example, last week I forgot to bring my employee ID to when I was at work, and not having an employee ID means that I cannot enter the building. But I feel lucky and grateful that I meet my colleagues, so I can still follow them and just enter my office and start my work. Yeah, so that's just like something very little, but I feel happy about that. So this is basically what I do every day. I think about the whole day, and then when there is something I want to show my gratitude, or is there something I want to give myself a thumb up, I will write it down. Yeah. And also, before a new month started, I will also write a goal or something I expect about the new month. For example, this month, what the first and foremost thing is that I want to have a time schedule, and I want to have my wisdom tooth removed. Yeah, that's just something like very trivial, but it's very important. And something like I want to do better on my job, on my internship, and I want to have a picnic since spring is coming. So ever since I've started my gratitude journal, or ever since I started to plan my new month and listed out all the expectations about the month, I feel like I can really know what I'm doing, and I know why I am so busy for, and I somehow find a purpose of working hard about everything I'm doing currently. So I think that's a great way to achieve a more peaceful state of mind, and I enjoy that more. So after having this habit, before bedtime, I will feel like, okay, today is actually a great day. I want to tell myself that I can be more confident, and after having such containment, I can go to bed and I will have a very good sleep. That also improves my sleep quality. Yeah, so this is some little tactics. Of course, you might think that that sounds really fake. It's like, are you ignoring the bad side about your day? I have to say that I'm not ignoring it, but sometimes, of course, there's still like days I open my notebook and I find I really have nothing to be grateful for today. And that's okay, I'll just write it down, like, is there anything impressive today? For example, last month, I was on the bus and I smelled someone's farted. I think it's like smell really bad, and that's made me a bad day. So I just write it down, and I think it's very fun, and I do not bring this negativity to my bedtime. So I think that's a very good way to recap my day and to recover from every day's tiresome. Yeah. So to briefly conclude, what is the gains, or what is the takeaways from my new habit? I will break it into 4 points. And the first point is that I cherish the trivial yet wonderful moment in life. For example, sometimes we'll just neglect the little moment or the details of our in our everyday life. But if you think about it, you might find that that's quite important, and that gives you senses of happiness. And the second point is I feel like more positive when facing challenges, because every day, like before bedtime, I give myself a thumb up, and I can be more confident about the next day, and I will tell me that, okay, I can really conquer this problem when I face it. So the second point is one of the most beneficial way of the most beneficial point of doing the gratitude journal. And the third point is about a stronger connection with friends and family, since I ponder on the things I'm grateful for, and sometimes it might be things from our friends or our family, and I will think that, okay, if my friends do this and it makes me, it gives me a good day, and also I will want to do something good and to give him or her a good day as well. So that's like a good circle, and then gradually I gain a stronger connection with friends and my family. And the last point I have mentioned earlier is that it brings me back to a peaceful state before bedtime, because every time before bed, like previously I would be scrolling on my meaningless social media, but now I would be thinking about the positive thing in life, and it also gives me a better quality, and it gives me the peace before I go to bed. So I think that's also quite important. Yeah, so this is all I want to share today, and if you are like also facing the same situation I have mentioned earlier, I genuinely suggest you to keep a gratitude journal as well, and I hope you will find this helpful. Thank you.
Good, so can we start with any questions, comments? for suggestions?
So in one of the slides that you're noticing that someone farting in, yeah, this one. And you mentioned that it's some kind of negative matter that happens in your life. And I'm curious about how do you convert negativity into your strength during like gratitude or like this kind of positivity like connections with yourself.
Sorry, I
Like,
did not
how
hear.
did you convert the negativity into positive strength of you?
Oh, okay. So I have to admit that there's not like there is of course sometimes I just feel drained and I have nothing to be grateful for. But sometimes like the little things in my everyday life, I will still feel okay. It's actually funny. It's not actually not that bad. And if I share, like for example, I share to my friend, I share to my roommate or my boyfriend, and they'll give me like some funny feedback, and I will think that okay, it's very happy that I have friends to face all these little things with me, and I feel I'm loved, and I think I will found that it's not that bad. So yeah, there's still something bad, but it's okay because I have friends, I would say.
I have a question that I have tried to keep diary before, but sometimes when it is a tired day or sometimes I forget, I will just go to bed. And I was wondering if you would like make it up after like few days you didn't keep the diary before.
Oh yeah. Yeah, sometimes I just don't want to do anything. I just don't want to pick up my pen before I go to bed. So I will do it like for example the left picture is like March 15th to 17th is like a weekend. So I think that during that weekend I just forgot to write and I will make it up. And that's still a very good way to recap what I have done during the past few days. So I think, yeah, that also helps.
Good. Anyone else?
I also do something like it, but it's so difficult for me to continue. Do you have any tips? How motivate you to continue?
Yeah, that's a very good question. I think that before the ritual, like the ritual before bedtime would be on my phone, but I want to substitute this thing, and I want to tell myself that before bedtime there should be something else to do, and I think open up a notebook is quite a simple way because it takes only like 5 minutes or 10, and after that I think I will be very happy and I'll go to bed. So it's the containment after doing so that keeps me motivated to continue the habit.
And do you share with your friend or you just write it down by yourself?
I think that's very quite embarrassing to share to others. So I will choose like part of it. Maybe I will tell my boyfriend or tell my mom or like my roommate. And some of the more challenging part, I will just keep it as my secret. So that's why I do not want to capture all my notebook. That's so embarrassing.
How long have you been doing this?
I have this thought the year before, so I think I started 2023, but at that time I was not really serious about this thing. But like before 2024 started, I was sitting in front of my desk and I think that, okay, this is something I really have to stick to. So this year, I'm more serious about that, and that's more, I have a more detailed about my days. I started this year.
How do you know about this method?
I think I do not really remember, but I guess it's about some Instagram post, and I think one day I saw my friend's post about the grateful things he have like for the month. And I think, okay, maybe I can turn it as a daily thing. So I started doing that, and I think it's quite helpful, and I continue.
That's very nice. Thank you.
I have a question. Did you ever try to maybe go over the past entries you've made?
Oh yeah, I think that's a very fun part of doing this thing. Because when I look back to the 2023 Gratitude Journal, and I found myself having worries about very dumb things, and I think that's very funny. For example, at that time I was worrying about maybe me and my boyfriend, like we're having a conflict or something. And looking backward, I would think that it's very stupid, but that's just very genuine, and that's my secret journal, so that's okay. And I think that's also another way to look back and to know what I'm doing. So looking back, I will feel like, okay, I've grown and I have made some achievement, and it's also a happy thing for keeping a journal like this.
Good. Any others? Okay, if not for the moment, then thank you very much for the speech.
Thank you.